Hello friends, I am coming with my notes here. Inverse trigonometrical functions. So there is a class going on. Here is the teacher. Few students are here. Khushi poses this question. सर ये इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिकल फंक्शंस क्या होता है? दूसरा स्टूडेंट पूछ रहा है सर ये कितने मार्क्स का चैप्टर है? तीसरा स्टूडेंट पूछ रहा है सर क्या इसमें ट्रिग्नोमेट्री यूज होती है? एंड द फोर्थ स्टूडेंट आस्क्ड सर ये चैप्टर कितने दिन में खत्म हो जाएगा? नाउ द टीचर आंसर्स वन बाय वन. This girl was asking what is inverse trigonometrical function, and the answer is these are bijective functions. Inverse trigonometrical functions are bijective. Bijective functions are 1, 1 on 2. This student asked, सर ये चैप्टर कितने मार्क्स का होता है? So this is for 8 marks. Then this student is asking, सर क्या इसमें ट्रिग्नोमेट्री यूज होती है? Yes, इसमें ट्रिग्नोमेट्री यूज होती है. और दिस स्टूडेंट वाज आस्किंग, सर ये चैप्टर कितने दिन में ख़त्म हो जाएगा? 3 days में हो जाएगा, 3 दिन में हो जाएगा. So this was all fun, and you might have understood that inverse trigonometrical functions are basically bijective functions. And without trigonometry, knowledge of trigonometry, you cannot go ahead with inverse trigonometrical functions. So now let us try to understand what are basically inverse trigonometrical functions with the help of an example. So here it is. Inverse trigonometrical functions. These are 1, 1 on 2, bijective functions. But all trigonometrical functions are many one functions. Let us see whether all trigonometrical functions are many one. Now look here. This is the domain and this is the range. Sine function is there and this is sine inverse. Now this is the input 30 degree. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. This is 150 degree. Sine 150 is also 1 by 2. It is in the second quadrant and sine is positive there. 390, it is in the first quadrant. So sine 390 is 1 by 2. 510, sine 510 is also 1 by 2. Now what you find, these are many, but answer is only 1 by 2. It means they are many one functions. Now let us go on the reverse side or inverse side. Here it is inverse of sine. It is sine inverse function. So this is the, now we are going in the reverse order. So this will become domain and this will be the output. So sine inverse 1 by 2 gives you 30 degree. Sine inverse 1 by 2 gives you 150 degree. Sine inverse 1 by 2 gives you 390 degree. Sine inverse 1 by 2 gives you 5. So it is 1 many, but 1 many is not a function. So what you find here, this is many one, sine is many one, and sine inverse is 1 many. It is 1 many. Now I shall be coming up with some notes on inverse trigonometrical functions. Here I come with the notes. All inverse trigonometrical functions are angles. Note it. Sine inverse x is not equal to 1 over sine x. So don't take it that it is equal to 1 over sine x. Third is, all inverse trigonometrical functions are positive in the first quadrant. Fourth note is, there are two gangs. Gang number 1 is there, gang number 2 is there. Gang number 1 contains sine inverse, tan inverse, cosecant inverse. Gang number 2 contains cos inverse, secant inverse, and cotangent inverse. So that these two gangs I'll be discussing in detail right now. So don't dare to enter the quadrant number 3. There is a section 144. कर्फ्यू लगा हुआ है. थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट का जवाब नहीं देना आपको. Now let us try to understand what are two gangs. Here I come with my notes. These are two gangs. Gang number 1, gang number 2. गैंग नंबर 1 का लीडर है साइन इनवर्स, बाकी मेंबर्स हैं tan इनवर्स एंड कोसिकेंट इनवर्स. This is the playing field of sin inverse or gang number 1. Sin inverse, tan inverse, cosecant inverse. These are the members. So I already told you that these are angles. So this is their playing field, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Gang number 2, look here. Cos inverse is the leader here. These are two members here. Gang number 2 plays in the first and second quadrant, 0 to pi. In the first quadrant, all inverse trigonometrical functions are positive. Gang number 1 is negative in the fourth quadrant. Gang number 2 is negative in the second quadrant. In the first quadrant, every member is positive. Both gangs are positive. However, gang number 1 is negative in the fourth quadrant and gang number 2 is negative in the second quadrant. Now, these things have to be kept in mind. Then only we will be taking the questions part. So here I come with few examples and you will find that they are very, very easy if you remember this. These are the notes from CBSE and few questions I'll take up from the IIT JEE standard. Now first question is sine inverse minus 1 by 2. Now whenever you have to deal with the inverse trigonometrical functions, firstly look here, it is negative and this belongs to gang number 1 and gang number 1 is negative in the fourth quadrant. In this I told you, in the first quadrant the answer will always come plus theta, and in the fourth quadrant angle will be minus theta, and in this it will be pi minus theta. Gang number 2, it is in the second quadrant, answer will be pi minus theta. Gang number is negative in the fourth quadrant, its answer will be minus theta. Now this question which we were taking, it is negative, sign is negative, it is in the fourth quadrant, answer is minus theta, and you know sign के अंदर 1/2 30 degree, it is minus 30, answer will be minus 30. Now let us take second question, cos inverse root 3/2. Firstly, see here, it is positive, it is in the first quadrant, cos is in the first quadrant, answer is plus theta. So in cos, root 3/2 is 30 degree, so answer is pi by 6. Very easy, very easy. Cos inverse, cosecant inverse 2, firstly convert it into sin inverse. So sin inverse, इसका उल्टा कर दीजिए, इसको पुल्टा कर दीजिए. कोसिकेंट को उल्टा करेंगे sin इनवर्स, 2 को उल्टा करेंगे 1/2. उल्टा पुल्टा कर देना है. So sin inverse 1/2, it is positive, it is in the first quadrant, and sin 1/2, sin, the value of sin is 1/2. So it is 30 degrees, sin, it is pi by 6. Answer will be pi by 6. Let us take the fourth example. Tangent inverse minus root 3. This is gang number 1. This is a member of gang number 1. It is negative. It should be in the fourth quadrant. And in case of tan, root 3 is 60 degree. So it is minus 60 degree. So this is how we will go ahead. And the questions are very, very easy. Only you have to see that, first of all, whether it is negative or positive. And I have told you that these two gangs are positive in the first quadrant and angle is theta. They are negative. First gang is negative in the fourth quadrant. Second gang is negative in the second quadrant. And in third quadrant, we have not to go because section 144 is there. So answer will be always among these three. Thank you very much for viewing my videos. If you like it, please do subscribe. Thanks.